going on, man? Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I got in my box today. Are going to be forks in the road, right? We're going to go through my life, and we're going to see how forks played a role in my life to shape who I am today. See, we all go through them. We all have them in our lives. But depending on the decisions you make for yourself is where you end up at the end. See, this is where it started for me. I lived here on Valeria in Fresno, California when I was born till I was 4 years old. And that's where I got this scar from, right here. I got that. It's from inside this house. I was playing as a kid with a little bit of ADD and ADHD, and I freaking ran into the corner, split my head, and freaking third. And that's why I am the way I am. So come with me, check out the rest of these forks, and let's see how it goes. Okay, look at now, we're from the kindergarten to the 6th grade. My adolescent years, having a lot of fun with my sister and the kids on the block, and this was my innocence. During the 70s and 80s, you guys remember that, right? It was be able to leave your door unlocked and kick it. Even though I lived in Parks and it wasn't the best side of town, we all had fun and we all enjoyed ourselves. But see, after this part, we went to my teenage years, and that's when a fork came into my life, and my life changed from that point on. Let's go see how the rest of the story goes. Okay, look, now we're at the first fork of my life, right? And where this is at is when my dad went to prison. I was like 10, 11 years old. We moved here to escape that part. And this is where my innocence was lost. This is where I started getting into trouble. This is where things changed in my life, because I came to that point to saying, okay, do I do what my mom needs me to do to be a good boy, go to school, get good grades, sports, and all those type of things? Or do I go done this way where there's a different lifestyle that I wasn't brought up in? But see, I was rebelling. I was stopped caring. I started doing and hanging around with the wrong type of people. Which, hey, dude, anybody that I hung around with then, I love you guys, but you know what? We were doing a lot of bad things. But see, those are because of my actions. Those are because of my choices. And this point in my life led me in a certain direction. And I haven't even got to get to my adult life. This is only till I was 16. I met my future wife in this house in the 7th grade. I had another sister in this house. That became 3 girls and 1 boy with a single mom. But I really can't say why I decided to do what I did at this point in my life. But you know what? This is a stage in my life that I had to get to where I'm at now. A lot of things happen, but hey, the story's not over. Come on, let's go to the next one. Okay, see, look at, like I told you guys, when I came to that fork and I decided to go in this direction, my life went in the wrong direction. Because see, at this point where I moved to here, this is when I was like 16 till I was like 21. It was right before my mom bought her house. And I really stopped caring about myself and for others. I just didn't see in that point in my life that it was going to make a difference, or I was going to make a difference. Because look at my life. I have 3 sisters, my single mom, my dad's in prison, and we're on welfare. Like, what does society care about me? So why do I care about you guys? And my life just started spiraling down because my heart wasn't in the right place. And right here, when I was 18, when I graduated from high school, I had my oldest son. And I was only 18. I wasn't working. I really wasn't doing nothing to contribute. But I didn't care at that point, because the actions that I was doing at that point, I wasn't looking forward to tomorrow. I didn't know there was going to be a tomorrow. But I wasn't done going down that street, going down that fork. My life wasn't ready to stop at that point, because I was having fun going out, partying, and messing around. And I regret, from the bottom of my heart, 99% of the stuff that I did when I grew up in this point, because I hurt my mom, my sisters, my girlfriend, which is going to be my future wife, because I didn't see what was there to live for. I had no guidance. There was no light at the end of the tunnel for me. But see, but those are because of my actions. You know what I'm saying? You judge a man by his character. And at that point, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would have been like, oh no, forget that guy. But I still had to keep falling, and I still had to keep going. And the road wasn't done yet. So my life kept going in the wrong direction at this point. Let's go check this out. Okay, look at now. We're at a stage in my life where it started to change and I started to go in a different direction. I wasn't quite done with going down this lifestyle, but I was ready to make a change because this is a fork in my life that I had to make change. Change is good. See, I realized at this point in my life, my dad was going to be getting out of prison, my mom just bought a house, and I chopped this finger off. Well, when I chopped this finger off, me and my girlfriend, which is my future wife, we went through a lot and I put her through a lot. But even though all the stuff that I did, even though as bad as I was treating her at the time, she dropped everything to come over here and take care of me because I needed some help and I'm going through emotional distress because I just missed a finger. And at that point I realized that no matter what, she loves me and she's gonna be there to take care of me. And see, even though we had a son, even though I knew she loved me, I wasn't quite ready to commit and to give up all that stuff. But I was ready to make a change. So that's when I came and I was like, okay, do I live that lifestyle? Do I change completely and go this way and go straight? Or do I just stay in the middle and try to just walk the line? So now I was trying to walk the line. But eventually, that line gets really thin and you're going to fall to either this side or you're going to fall to this side. But you kind of figure out, you kind of can figure out what I did from there. But the story's not quite over and it's not done yet. So let's go to the next one. Check this out. Okay, now we came to a stage in my life when I decided to settle down. I went and got me an apartment for my girlfriend and my son because even though I wasn't quite ready to give up this kind of thug lifestyle, I knew that I wanted to go in this direction. So we went this direction and I bought a house. Okay, look at now, we're almost to present day. This is the house that I bought and that I'm living in now. This is my living room. My wife drew this for me because she loves me and I love The Simpsons. But check it out, look at it. Even though I bought this house, I wasn't quite ready going down this wrong road until 10 years ago. What happened was I got in trouble with the law. And I knew at that point, when that fork came into my life, that if I kept going down this way, I was going to abandon my family like my dad did to us, or I was going to end up in prison or jail. And all three of those, that is not me. That's not who I am. So at that point, I had to tell my family and everybody that meant something to me that I was truly sorry for my actions. But I needed to show them. So what I did was I went down this road because that was a fork in my life. I went down this road. So I kept going down this road. I got a job. I started coaching soccer. And I became the husband to my wife that I always wished my mom had. I became the dad to my children that I always wished that me and my sisters had. So everything started looking great for me. I started coaching soccer. But 2 years ago, I came to another fork in my life. And what happened was a coworker gave me a movie produced by Alex Jones. And if you don't know who he is, check out his YouTube channel or check out the Infowars.com. That video changed my life because what it did is open my eyes to what's happening within our country and our society. And Alex Jones, I want to thank you for that, bro. It changed my life. And that was a fork in my life that just happened 2 years ago. When I came to it, I realized, do I continuously stay asleep and idle like the rest of America going down that day? The sheeple, that's you going down that road. Or do I stand up for my country and my children and all my loved ones that don't know what's happening, and I keep going, continuously going down that road? And that's what I did. I cannot stay idle to what's happening to our country each time your Congress and your president pass a bill. Okay, each time they do that, they're breaking your country. They're taking it away from you. And America, as you find out now that America is at a fork in its life, right now, are you going to keep going down that road because that's who you are? Sheeple? At idle? Asleep? Passive? Or are you going to follow me and other patriots and go down this way? Because you know what? This route is freedom, liberties, and everything that made this country to be what it is today. So I tell you again, America, if you're not doing everything in your power to restore this country, you're doing everything in your power to destroy it. Charlie Fox. Let's go do this one. True story. You see that intersection where that car's just making that right-hand turn? Well, me and my mom and my older sister were making a left, right? Maybe like this car's gonna do. Okay, when we were gonna make that left-hand turn, I used to always sit on the passenger side armrest door. And my mom always told me, you keep sitting there, the door's gonna open, you're gonna fall out. And I was like, whatever, that's before they made us wear seatbelts. So when we made that left-hand turn, look, see that car's gonna make that left-hand turn? The door flung open, I fell out, rolled, hit my head, I started crying, my sister's in the back seat laughing her butt off the whole time. So when I ran back into the car, I went past her, I went into the hatchback and I was crying, holding my head, my mom was yelling at me, I shouldn't have been doing it, I told you so, and my sister was laughing the whole time. True story.